is so cool to be out at your ranch today. We're out here in Bennett, Colorado, with farmer Dallas Gilbert. We've been doing business with Dallas at Marczyks Fine Foods for about 8 years now. We sell his heritage turkeys and heritage chickens. And we just love doing business with you, Dallas, and we're out here today. Want to see what you have going on.
I started doing this back in the 80s because I wanted to consume meat from animals that were humanely raised and naturally pastured.
So in the 80s, you already had your eyeballs on this factory farming, and it just wasn't making sense to you?
It wasn't making sense, and I knew about heritage breeds and how well they do on pasture, so I got into them. An old breed called Blue Slates. They're very rare breeds. And probably the largest grower of that particular breed in the country.
What is a heritage breed?
The heritage breeds are the breeds our forefathers used to raise. Back in the old days before they started raising the genetically engineered breeds that are raised in confinement. They're the natural birds. They look like the old style birds, and they're very long-lived. They're very good flyers. They're all naturally mating. All these birds mate naturally, and they're very vigorous and healthy. They're the most chemically free animal that you can eat.
What can somebody expect when they buy their first heritage bird? What's the biggest difference that they can expect to see?
Well, they're going to see a lot more dark meat on the birds, and it's going to be a lot more flavorful meat, and there's going to be a lot more texture to the meat because these birds have spent their entire lives running around, and so their musculature is more developed. But they'll have a much more flavorful taste, and it won't be bland, and it's not going to be the type of meat that looks like mush when you cook it up. Animal Welfare Institute is their formal name, but their certification process is called Animal Welfare Approved, so I have a stamp that says I'm Animal Welfare Approved. If I'm certified by them, then the consumer can be assured that the animals are raised naturally on pasture, that they have adequate amount of space, adequate amount of food, adequate amount of water, that they're not in any sort of confinement conditions.
Can you tell me a little bit about your operation and your efforts to be green?
Well, it's everything out here, of course, is pastured. I'm about 10 miles south of Bennett, off of I-70. We're not that far from Denver, and unfortunately. And I am a green operation. That I put up a wind generator a couple of years ago, and this provides power for the incubators. I do all my own hatching.
So walking around your farm here, looking at your turkey pen, your chicken coop, and see what's going on. You have donkeys. What's going on with that?
I have guard donkeys. Donkeys don't like canines, and I have problems out here with coyotes. And these donkeys protect my birds from the coyotes.
So tell me a little bit about your operation. How do you sell your birds other than to Marczyks Fine Foods?
I have a co-op operation. It's very much like a farm CSA, only I sell meat and poultry, and it's a membership thing. You can get online, www.easternplains.com, and buy from me directly, or you can buy from my favorite distributor here, Marczyks Fine Foods. They sell my turkeys and my chicken products.
Can you tell people how your relationship with Marczyks really works?
Yeah, you call me up and you tell me you want stuff, and I get it for you. When you buy from me, you buy directly from the farmer, and that's what you're doing. And you're buying local and you're eating local, and that's what you guys support. So that's what's really good about you guys.
And I only ordered 75, so get your orders in now.